My name is Wes Deason with DeVore Capital. We are a multi-licensed construction, real estate, and development company, group of companies. We specialize in residential commercial roofing, and then we also do real estate, general construction development. But our roofing services are pretty much our predominant money driver currently. And we've been able to build it, successfully. So, and it being a high ticket, high sales, opportunity, we want to obviously increase that end of our business for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it. We helped you, build out and launch and help manage the recruiting process, as well as help you custom build your new hire training university. What was recruiting and onboarding training like before you worked with our company?
Um, I don't know if I can put a word to it outside of it was frustrating, maybe for the keyword, but I've come to recognize, running several businesses and being, managing several companies that just because you're a sales manager, in most cases, does not make you a good recruiter, and they're two totally different animals, and so. To think, and I've seen it done, and maybe it can be successful, but it's very difficult to run things, manage things, help salespeople do what they need to do, and then you think you're going to do full-time recruiting makes it very, very difficult. And then, all the avenues that are out there now, if you're going to spend time going through Indeed and trying to go that route, you're going to spend an exorbitant amount of time doing it. And that's what we were experiencing. We could get some people, but the time it was taking to find that right person maybe was not anywhere near the ROI that we should be returning to ourselves, even if that person did work out. So, we actually invested in trying to go to different angles, trying to take our prototypical salesperson, break it down into multiple people, and go that route. And that just made recruiting even that much more difficult. And so it wasn't until we found you guys, and interviewed a couple companies that are kind of in your space, and really felt that after we kind of went through some demos, talked to some people, we really felt that you guys were the, by far the best choice. And we're very excited that we've made that choice, because in just a short few weeks, we've actually had to turn off our recruiting a couple different times, because we had to get caught up, because now we got to get people trained, we got to keep them onboarded. And so we've been more than pleased with finding you guys and what it's done for us, because our previous recruiting efforts were kind of scattered and all over the place, to say the best.
Yeah, love that. Love that. What have been results been like in your first 30 days?
Well, our first 30 days, I can speak to like the last 7 weeks. We've done about 5 full recruiting sessions with you guys within the last 7 to 8 weeks, and have right now 7 new full-time sales guys that we brought on. We could have brought on a lot more if we were still kind of doing the old-fashioned throw them all up against the wall and see if they stick. But using some of the tools that you have, and really now believing that teaming up with you, that we've got the opportunity to go after 8, 9s, and 10s from a quality standpoint that meets our culture, that meets the skills that we're looking for. We've actually turned down a lot of applications of people that were dying to come on board with us, and saying, hey, I'm ready to go, and we actually said, yeah, we don't think you're the right fit. So that's a nice position to be in. It was a little scary in the beginning, trying to, because you just want to hire them all,
Yeah.
that model. But we found out that's going to work out the best for us. And right here at the first of the year, we're going to ramp it right back up into recruiting again, and we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. We got a great plan as we start to now expand locations. You guys will come in very much handy, because you've built a system that I can recruit from here into a different location just by zip codes. Maybe one of our other offices here in Florida. And as long as we have the right onboarding training system, I don't have to try to be 30 places at once. I can do it right from this spot. So it works out very well.
Yeah, love that. Let's talk about the onboarding and training piece. I think we just, within the last couple of weeks or so, finally launched DeVore University. Yeah, what was that experience like working with our team? I know that's new internally within your onboarding process, but tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to be more of a digitized system anyway, where people
Yeah.
could come in. We can train them one on one. I mean, we love the face to face, being able to really sit down, take them by the hand, walk through the process. But we always wanted something to back up that kind of training. Some place that a salesperson could go, continually get educated,
Mhm.
really go through the information for the first 30 days, 60 days, kind of go back to it even. And we thought we were going to have to build that out on our own and without really an idea of how exactly we're going to do that and the time that that would take and everything else. When you guys presented the opportunity for us to have our own DeVore Capital University, we thought that was awesome, jumped all over it. And working with your team, working with Keith, they've been great because they've been patient. Because as we're doing recruiting, that still takes time. We're bringing in people, we're getting them trained, we're going through the process, and through the whole time, he's just like, "Hey, I'm just waiting on you. Here's the information I need, so they can program it, they can put it into the whole thing. They
Yeah.
understand. He's done a great job understanding what it is we're trying to accomplish. So I can give him a certain set of information, and it's not I have to take hours to explain what it all means. He kind of gets it. He knows what we're after and what we're trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
and then does well with feedback. If I'm like, hey, we need to tweak this or change that, he's like, absolutely no problem. Gets it back to us really quick. So we've launched that. We're ready. We're actually putting our going back now to our original people and putting them through the university from the beginning.
Love it.
Match up what those modules against what we've trained.
Yep.
And so we're excited to really get to see that in action. And I'm even going to do it myself just to put my own self through it to really get the feeling of it and see how that works.
Very cool. Love it. Well, that's all super exciting stuff. In terms of the future, like, are you looking at the future a little bit different, in terms of growth?
Yeah, absolutely. We've already determined, we did a big 2025 business work planning workshop. We kind of already knew some things we wanted to accomplish, but now this has really helped be able to make us feel comfortable that our expansion options for 2025, getting into a couple locations is going to be very, doable now, and being able to ramp that up fairly quickly. The other part is too, even within our real estate division, we're in plans right now to reach out to you guys to actually do a whole new recruiting opportunity, a whole new DeVore Capital University and everything else on our real estate division to start going after sales reps on that end because we believe in what you've been able to do on our roofing side is going to easily translate into commission salespeople through real estate. And
Yep.
so, we plan to do some things for you long term, that's for sure.
Heck yeah. Love it. What's maybe something that's exceeded your expectations since working with us?
I would say bar none, the fact of how many people you can get on an initial Zoom call in a short period, within a couple week period of time. No matter what, I could put out ads and I could sponsor them and I could figure all that out. And there's no way in earth that within, put me putting ads out there and then doing all the follow up and trying to get them onto a Zoom call, can I get anywhere near you guys
Yeah.
max us out at 40 every time that we do a call. And of course, not all 40 make it to that call. They don't all show up, but the percentage has been very high. You guys do a good job of, which I appreciate of under promising and over delivering, which I'd rather have that than the opposite, right? But
Yeah.
you know, you're telling me to expect maybe 15 to 20%, maybe 25% make that call. We've been in the high 30s plus every time that we do a call. So it gives we're getting a nice audience to be able to present our message, and our message is being perceived well, and we're getting good things to go to the next call. And with some of the tools that you have in a place to then filter them down is just awesome. So just the fact that you guys can load up the call and put the things out there that that work to get people interested has been. We even had one guy come back twice, so he was so
Yeah.
excited. He did the whole thing one time and then went back through it to make sure it still worked the second time, and it was kind of funny. But no, that's totally exceeded our expectations. That's been incredible.
Very cool. So what I'm hearing is we're saving a bunch of time in the recruiting and onboarding process. Volume has increased, quality's increased. You guys are going to blow up in 2025 a lot more than you planned.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say, there's a phrase I learned from Andy Elliott, a sales trainer out there that says, if you can write a check for speed, write the check. And there's no doubt about it that nobody can put this type of recruiting effort in a package anyway. At least if you're a one-man show, try to do it all by themselves and do anywhere near the speed that we're able to duplicate now and maximize. There's no way the heck to do that without having some strategic partner like yourself in place. And so I would say, talk to you guys, feel it for yourself, but then write the check for speed, plain and simple.
Love that. Well said, my friend. Thank you so much for your time today, and you have a great rest of your week. Let's keep
You
it
got
going.
it. Thanks a lot.